think so. That's better. Also, this is louder now. And this is better too. Alrighty, so let's see. Where do you have our Trello board? Countdown before workout starts. Yes, we're working on that. Oh, delete workout chat? Wait a second. No, we're working on that. We're also working on that. This is 1.1. Why? I know. Okay. We started. Okay. Why is there so many tickets? I didn't remember so many. Okay, so what are we working first on? This one. I think we didn't finish this one last time. And then we are continuing with the check. So let me just go on YouTube and check the live stream so I can also see the chat. And the link to the live stream to post it on Instagram. There we go. Reduce the download to 240. I just need to see that it's running. I don't need the quality of it. So I'm not reducing my bandwidth at home. Great. Now I'll pop out the chat. Got it over there. Also, last time I didn't commit all the changes we have done. Speaking of the changes regarding a short delay and even, what was the other change? There was something else. Sound, exactly, sound. Let me see, we got the link I think. I can now use hands off to copy and paste it on my phone. Come on, do it for me. Paste it. I won't do it. Let's cancel. Let's go to the link, web, Instagram. What if I share and then copy the shorter link? Michaela, wow, you're early. Yes, we are earlier today. I thought in the midst of the day, it also might be nice to just do a spontaneous live stream. Just making things up. I don't know whether other people in other parts of the world are more likely to join or if it's too early for them, because right now it's 4 o'clock, so 9, so it's 1 in the morning for people in Germany, so they won't be able to join. But also I think in India people are very early in the morning, if it's not like 1 or even 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning. Well, AJ I think is sleeping right now. Susie's right now downstairs. We switched. I was doing something regarding the fence. Now my hard work is done. That's heavy work. Now she does hard work too, but it's not as heavy, digging the holes. So I'll tell her you greeted her. So what I wanted to do is, alongside the delay, because we can see 5 seconds and it won't start until a 3 seconds delay, right? Dispatch queue, and then we say start exercise. That is the kickoff next exercise thing. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, that's for the first one. Have the first exercise. Okay, it's kind of it's not clean code, I would say. It's just something that would work for now, because I actually wanted to implement the feature later in the next version. How's the sound, by the way, and the quality? Glad you are around, Michaela. And what are you doing in the middle of the day? Are we able to paste? Yes, now we are able to. Great. Okay, now I can post on Pinstagram. Oh no, I used the wrong video. Ah, no, I used the right one. God damn it. Okay. Let's see. I used the right one, but I discarded it. QuickTime player. So you're not bored while I am doing an Instagram story. I actually prepared one so I'm not spending too much time on it on the stream. But now, show me. Arrow, swipe up. We are live now. Hashtag now. Swipe up to join. Small. Make this one white with red. Make this one red. Have this one down there. This one a little bit bigger over here. This one overlapping like this. And maybe another arrow smaller right there. And positivity, everybody. We are live now. Swipe up to join. Link is placed like this. What do we need? Normal, because I already saved it. And post it. Done. Oh, that's the new post of Joel. What else do we have? Alrighty. So far for... Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember enabling that feature. Anyway, I digress. I'm not digesting. Actually, everybody's digesting, but I digress. Welcome to my English class. What's going on, everybody? Rage Master, hey, welcome to the stream. And sound and quality are both thumbs up. Just woke up from a nap. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah. So, what's the plan for today for everybody? Aside from me, mine are clear. Let's see if we can do for this view, not this view, this view, display an overlay like a child view controller. Let's see, we are at, oh, and also there's another fix for the sound. One sec, let me see. He is here.
Why didn't you say something?
I was telling you, but you had AirPods on, and then I just took him upstairs.
I didn't ask you something. I was fucking freaking out right now.
I heard. That's why I wrote you.
Can you come downstairs?
Sorry?
Can you come downstairs?
I'm streaming right now.
Are you?
Yes. I'm sorry, pretty. You didn't hear me when because you had AirPods on, and I was just taking him upstairs.
Why did you take him upstairs?
He was whining. He was at the stairs here. He wanted to come upstairs.
I thought someone stole him.
Everything is alright.
Can you give me the water?
I can throw you the water.
Okay.
One sec.
You're better off just tossing it to me.
Alright. She was actually afraid that Tokyo was gone because he's not able to go upstairs himself. So her only conclusion was he's gone because he was downstairs previously. But I took him upstairs because he wanted to go upstairs. Alrighty. So, exactly. Child view controller. We have the controller here, and then let's say, we can use an overlay controller. I wonder if I can just use an alert, and then the alert. Let's see. Do we have an alert manager? What does the alert controller have? Add child view controller. Huh, interesting. You can add a child view controller as just an action object to the, no, one sec, this one. View control adds the specified view controller as a child of the current view controller. I wonder, because I want to have, say, a text that counts down. Actually, a custom view. Alrighty, now let's see. Let's just call it Modal VC. import by kid. And view did load. So I know child view controller that Swift by Sandel has a good article, as he would say, about how to use child view controllers. And the benefit of child view controllers is that you don't have to handle their how they are styled in the view, basically how they're positioned, because they would just get the whole view by default. So then actually that means that is the code to add a child view controller. You have to add the child to the current view controller and then add the view of the child view controller to the current view, and then tell the child it did move to and then which view controller. That's why this is a convenient function, and when you remove it, then you want to do kind of the same steps. You want to tell your current view controller that, one sec, this will move to parent. I think should be on the child. Actually, the child, it will be called from the child. Here, loading VC will be called on the child. So the child will say, hey, I'm moving to no parent. My view, I'm going to remove it from my parent. And then also I'm going to remove myself from parent. Okay, we can use these functions just like that. This actually, well, let's just do it as an extension for view control, because it makes sense. We want this one to be available for all the parents and this one for all the child view controllers. And also you don't want to call, but wait, parent is not used here at all. Just to be safe, we check that this view controller is actually added to a parent before removing it. Oh, okay. Because we would say remove from parent, and this call is only being called, or should only be called, when you are actually added to something that can act as a parent. Marco Lewis, hey! Welcome to the live stream. I'm really looking forward to release the app, and I'm also really looking forward to the Vapor part of the app, the server-side Swift part of the app, where we would implement a wish list. And we will come to the design, because it is part of version 1. I decided to have it as a part of version 1, and we want the wish list to be included. However, I didn't further specify what it includes. It includes quite some work amongst like registration, and then login, potentially even email confirmation to make it proper, and with that authorization, so only registered or logged in users are able to vote, and an auto log out in case your session expires, stuff like that. Quite something, but super interesting. And then also the whole database setup for a user, a wish list, the relation between a user and his wish in the wish list, whether it's his or not, and then the relation between him and all his votes to wishes and stuff like that, and then also counting all the votes on a wish and whatnot. Do you ever use to-do and fix me comments in your code? Are you going to use sign in with Apple? Not going to use sign in with Apple yet. And yes, I use to-do or fix me inside. I don't think I have to do somewhere here. Oh, actually I do. As you can see, I have this and there. Some fix me I don't. For me, to do is always includes fix me as well. I don't release bugs. It doesn't really make sense. I don't necessarily do it intentionally. Angel, hey, what's up? Good to see you are joining the stream. And regarding iOS, the sign up with or sign in with Apple, I further read that it's required if you use other single sign-in mechanisms, meaning speaking of Google, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub. But if you're not, if you only use your own implementation of registration, which is the case for this one, like just us, not single sign-in, just you have to register in our platform. If you just use that, you're not required to implement Apple sign-in. That's, if I recall it correctly, what I read up afterwards once I heard about Apple sign-in the first time. But as soon as you again provide other sign-ins, you have to provide Apple sign-in, and then probably even make it more predominant alongside the others. Now, add child. I will use it like this. I think this is more verbose. What the frick? And then remove. Remove from parent VC. Let's do it like that. We have a remove from parent. But that's more obvious. Remove me as a child from parent. More verbose. It can always go more verbose. How are you going to use Vapor with this app? Can you explain Vapor just on a high level what it is? Vapor is basically a framework just like Node.js or what else do we have? We have Zen framework for PHP, for example, or we have Ruby on Rails for Ruby. We have Play framework for Scala. We have, I think, Spring for Java, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a framework to build websites or APIs. And Play is for Scala, again, and Zen framework for PHP, and Vapor is for Swift. So that I can use Swift for my iOS apps and also Swift when I want to build websites or APIs for my app. So I don't have to switch to any other language, say even JavaScript, for example, if I want to use a backend and use Node.js, which is another framework to implement a backend. That's roughly what it is. So, Toki Pokes, you're so cute. He was searching for a place to right there to lie down on our clothing, just to be close to me. He could have been everywhere, but now he has to be right there. This is it. Yeah, Toki Pokes. Look at you. It's like a cat, gets super easily distracted by a fly. Okay, there we go again. Oh, I didn't know it was comparable to Node.js. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's just see what we want to do. We want to have, say, a modal view. Let's say your view. And what we can do is set up the view, and by default we might want to say interesting. I wonder how I want to implement that. This is, you know, a modal view that's reusable, that so I can put every kind of view I want inside of it. If I do that, how would I go about it? Probably in it. So say we have the modal view, but actually we don't need a modal view. We say what do we say? So view background black. That should be the black background for the modal. And then we can say setup. So what I'm thinking about right now is, what is this one? Okay, where's our app? Right there. What I'm thinking of right now is actually I could open up Sketch for it too. Where are we? Skip this version, not at the live stream, while touring. So let's see, where do we have our designs? Right there. Let's remove all of that. Or actually, let's keep all of that, but add another rectangle on top of it, because that's what's going to happen. And at best, I want this actually to be transparent of some sort, so you can see through what's lying underneath. And then you want another rectangle that's sort of, I don't know. Shall it have a fixed width? We could also just go easy about it. Don't make it, I mean, we can just make it more simple, not overcomplicated, since we are not using it for any other purpose than just displaying, hey, workout starts in a few seconds. We can just call it like that. We don't have to make it generic. And then spend more time on it just to be future proof if there's no use case right now, which makes it more complicated than it should be. So what we could have is just saying, we have a countdown right here. So like saying 5. This could be red, you know, or it could be actually the color that we use throughout the app, which is this kind of red. And what we can say is workouts starts in, or even make this one black, all small. What font size is it? Let's say 24. And have this one be a little bit taller. I guess that's fine with me. We could even have it down there, can we? I think it makes more sense up here. Workout starts in. Danny Lazek, what app software are you working on right now? What app or software are we working right now on? We are working on our fitness app. Have you seen the current state of the fitness app so far? So if you haven't, this is the app, and you can create your own workouts. So say you go on YouTube and you just search for some workout videos, and you like the workouts that they are mentioning because you like to tackle these areas of your bodies, your chest, your stomach, your abdomen, legs and whatnot. And then you just go in and say, okay, I will create my own home workout from that. So you call it home workout. You go in here, you don't have any exercises yet. And then you just say, okay, the first exercise is actually push-ups. And then I want to do that for 45 seconds. And after push-ups, I want to do a pause of 10 seconds. I don't want to pause for too long, I just want to have quick workouts. And after I've done the push-ups, I want to do jump squats. And that I want to do for another 45 seconds. Save. And you go on and you create your own workout, right? And it will tell you how long it takes, 2 minutes so far, because you have 45 seconds, plus 45 is 130, plus 10 is 140, rounded up 2 minutes. And then you can just start it, and there you go. In 3 seconds, it will start. Now it starts. And then you can just go and do your push-ups until it tells you to next to the pause of 10 seconds. And then after that, it will tell you what's coming after that. And you can stop at any time or not stop if you did it accidentally. And that's it, basically. It's for you to work out, have it there. And it also has a sound for after each workout. So ding, this exercise, after each exercise, it's over the next exercise or next pauses running. That's what we're working on right now, and I just discovered a bug. So this, we are not deleting, when we are deleting the workout, this has the ID 1. When we delete it, there's no workout in the database. I think it's interesting that if we create it again, let's rerun it. Probably we can't because I have some unfinished code in here. That it will have the exercise still. It should actually, exactly, it should actually delete all exercises. Daniel, lovely. Yes, thanks. And this app is close to finish in its features. However, there's one more feature I want to implement, which is the wish list. So everybody can just sign up and create wishes, what feature they want next, and they can vote about the features. So they have everybody who uses the app has an influence of the growth of the app, what comes next. What was I working on? Okay, set up Modal. What we can do is we are adding the Modal view. And let's just make it rectangle. Exactly. So view.load, we're saying setup view. Setup view says setup modal view. Like that. Are we missing something? Private. No, we're not missing anything. Okay, cool. Regarding the swipe to delete, right? So let's see, workout list VC. We have, so that's the thing, that's the cool thing about abstracting your view layer from your business layer, from a logic layer, from your database layer, that you can literally now just work on the part that's broken. And here comes the best example. Right now we see if I delete my workout and then create another new workout, right, that it still has exercises linked to it, which means when we delete it, it's not actually, it's only deleting from the workout table the workout dataset, but it's not deleting all its related exercises in the exercise table. That's a bug in the database layer, in the, not in the, actually in the logic layer. You could even, you can sometimes decide where you want to put it, depending on how you are interacting with the database. What I'm trying to say is right now when we see, hey, where are we deleting it here? Delete rows, whatnot. Dispatcher, delete request. So this is where we delete the workout. So what we do is we go to the repository and we just delete the workout, but we're not going into the exercise repository and delete all exercises linked to a workout. Delete workout request. So let's go and say try workout exercise repository, delete exercise request, but we want to delete all exercises, not just one, which means that's not implemented yet. Let's have a look. Let's go to exercise and then say func delete request delete all exercises. Let's say delete list now, delete, I wonder how we want to call it, delete exercise Delete exercise request is just the exercise ID. Delete all exercise for a workout. I don't know how I can make it more. Delete, more obvious that this is two different delete functions. Filter, self ID. Let's look at the documentation. Have you worked on the app outside of the live stream, or has it all been live streamed? Every single line of code has been live streamed. I have not worked at the app outside the live stream. So if you basically start from episode 1 until now, you can literally follow along every single line of code we've written and design every screen we've designed together. That will be true for every side project for the version 1.0. So once I release this app, I'm not gonna live stream any further development of the app anymore. I'm gonna start a new side project. I will still continue work on the app, but off live stream. So you always see idea of a side project, design part, like designing the side project, setting up the whole side project and tickets and features, getting into it, developing it until version 1.0, releasing it, and basically finished, right? So that's kind of the whole concept. That you continue working on that, that's not that valuable compared to actually doing the whole process. Have you ever used Blueprint design for coding? I haven't. No. I can only imagine what that is. So let me just... is it, for example, you design something and it prints the code for you? It was SQLite, so Swift SQLite. Let's go. I think it's that library I'm using right now. So usage, update. So delete from users where ID equal 1. But I want to, let's see this example. Can we model layer, whatnot, data help layer, find all, interesting. Oh, we could do that, but that's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't sound all right. I mean, we could find all exercises for a workout and then loop over them and then delete every single one of them. That sounds quite heavy. It should actually have, database query, table filter, where, oh, what if we can actually say, this is exercise, table filter, and then not self ID, but self workout ID, right? There we go. So basically that is equal to, and then let's say we have exercise, no, it's basically workout, delete workout request. Oh yeah, it should be delete workout request. Delete workout request. Let's just do that. So we have the really. Why is that not verbose? Just as verbose as this one. Exercise ID, and I just called it ID there. Let's just rename that really quick. Not in here, but in here. Have you done sign in with Apple in Vapor yet? I haven't, and I don't think if you need, I'm not sure, I haven't worked with it, so I'm not sure what it requires, but I don't think it needs any backend. I I'm not sure why it should. So Apple sign-in, as far as I understand, in general, sign-ins, that would mean they have an API you would use to communicate to, and there's nothing that you need an API for to communicate over to theirs. So it's basically just your app to Apple. Toki. He's like a cat. He's trying to catch a fly. Okay, workout ID. Ooh, workout repository. That should be fine. Okay, that should all be fine. Now we got this, and I wonder if exercise workout ID all exercises. We can now say try db run and then all exercises delete. Or basically not all exercise but exercise list, because it's just a list of the related exercise to the workout, not all exercises in a database. And let's try to call that from here. Just delete and then the request. So if we run that now, Octocode, hey Martin, I'm 1 a.m. golden hour for programming. I see. Yes, is it 1:40 right now for you? So you're a night owl. Yeah. Let's delete the home workout. Let's add it again. Home workout, save, done. No exercise. So we fixed the bug, and that's what I mean. We just operated on here on the logic layer. Delete is a dispatcher, and this dispatcher logic layer is called from the view. So we didn't change anything from the view. However, we can just right away it works everywhere, right? So the dispatcher is responsible to further communicate to the data layer and do all the things that you want to do. That basically means delete for, say, a workout. And delete for workout means not only deleting the workout but also all related exercise. And that's what this dispatcher is doing here. Calling delete, and it deletes from workout and exercise repository. Done. We also quickly just implemented delete all, and that's great. Now I wonder what's different. Oh yeah, workout ID. Alright, that's fine. So where were we? We were actually at the modal view. Let's just do 10 seconds. I'm from Poland. Hey, witam. So we can close that and that. We don't need that anymore. And then let's go to Modal VC. We want to rename that at some point. But so far, we want to say basically height is going to be constraint 2 equal to constant, let's say 250. And then the width is going to be equal to the height. So it's a square. Whoops. And then we want to have it centered in the middle of the view, which means modal view cannot convert value of n to expected. Oh, modal view height anchor. Okay, and then we want to say center y anchor constraints to the view's center y as well as center x. So it's the middle vertically as well as horizontally. Constraints to center x, and then activate all of them. height, width, center, center. There we go. Now, when we have that, we will deal with transparency at some point because I think that's not that straightforward. I think it's not that straightforward. I'm not sure about that. We'll have to see. Maybe it is. Maybe not. Now, we have that. This modal view can be of background white. Modal view, the layer. Now we are on core graphics. Corner radius is going to be 8. So it looks nice. Next is that we want this one to display a text and seconds. View did load. Zola. Let's mark this one as private. Let's also already do a logic section. Zola. Exactly, Tokyo's hiding under the chair, fighting for our space. Toki, what are you doing over there? So because I'm thinking already ahead, and I know that in the logic section we will put the kick off the countdown of 5 seconds or 3 and then we also we want to use a delegate for this one as well. So the other view, this one knows about that it's finished and it's able to kick off. It's going to be interesting. So let's see. We got this. Now let's make it all private. Private let, and let's say title label. Your dog is crazy sometime. Toki is just overprotective. Yes. UI label and private let seconds label or time label. Time and second label. What we can do is, what we could do, I wonder, if we have an init function here, do we need an init to specify the time in seconds? No, we can just say 5 seconds is the default. Private func setup title label, and then view add subview title label. By the way, has anyone watched Digimon? Is anybody even a Digimon fan? Random question, I know, but I don't care because I'm a Digimon fan and it's something that's interesting to me. And I'm curious whether any one of you would actually watch Digimon, because I grew up with it. I was 9 when it came out, or 8. It came out 1999, but I'm sure it wasn't available for the European part of the world before 2000. So let's see, title label. I haven't seen Digimon in a long time, but Michaela, not me. I see. Hey Martin, how's it going? Elysian, hey, it's going good. We're making progress in the fitness app, and as well as in our yard. In the meantime, or in parallel, Ragemaster. So you've seen Digimon at some point. I wonder what season, because there are at least 5, I think, by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of. Oh, I think even 6. Yeah, 6 from what I know. Not counting in the new movies and the reboot from 5 days ago. Because the first season of Digimon. Oh yeah, overall, good question. If I prefer Digimon over Pokemon, yes, it's a simple yes. I was never really into the TV show of Pokemon. I played the games. I really enjoyed playing the games when I grew up. I started with Red, and then I had Silver, and then Ruby, and then I stopped because that was too much for me. I liked all the Pokemon games until then. Nope, not at all. Not at all into anime. You're only into American cartoon, Western animation, or not? Just not at all. Yeah, that's a more specific question. That's interesting. So let's say we have it at the top and the width and leading. Yeah, or actually we don't need a width if we have a leading and trailing. So that means top is going to be title, label, top anchor, constraints to modal view, top anchor, and then leading is going to be leading anchor, constraints to modal view, leading, but with a constant of say 5, just a little bit of spacing. Trailing, same, title, label, trailing, constraints to modal view, trailing, constant of 5, and that's it. However, we want to make it dynamically shrink if the text doesn't fit. So adjust font size to fit with true. Alan, hey Martin, hey Alan, what's up? The topic right now is whether or not Miguel is into cartoons or not anything animation in the chat. I don't watch any kind of cartoons similar to anime. What's the definition of Western animation? The definition? Oh, that's difficult. Oh, I think there's no such thing as a hard definition. I think there's even a but you can kind of tell, like at least sense if something goes into the direction of just like if you say Mickey Mouse, for example, right? Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, DuckTales. These are Western animation or cartoons, basically. Those are cartoons. Those, I would say, those are not animes at all, but those are cartoons. On the other hand, mainstream animes would be, for example, Naruto, One Piece, Conan, Detective Conan, or whatnot. Simpsons, yeah, good example. Anime has a unique style and originates in Japan, I believe. I don't know the details. It has a unique style, but sometimes, if you look at the old animes, the iconic styles that you most of the time see, like big eyes or, kind of these kind of things, they don't really apply to all of them. Yet there are animes, if you even say Akira, I think, or other Elfen Lied, I'm not sure about that. Very old animes don't really have the style that we know from today. So let's just go back to the title label has that. Now what we can do next is private func setup and then time in sec label, right? Time in sec label. Translate all the resizing masking into constraints, and then we want to give it actually the full rest of the space. So top is going to be time and sec label, top anchor, constraints to the title label's bottom anchor, leading is time and sec leading constraints to, let's say, even title label leading. We could do that. Let's trailing and then also title label trailing, and then bottom is going to be constraint to modal view. Bottom. I don't watch The Simpsons or Family Guy or anything like that. That's pretty unique. Are you watching just like then no cartoons but TV shows for sure, right? Anything, any shows on Netflix or on TV, I suppose. Oh yeah, title, label, text, and then say workout starts in like that. Star versus Forces of Evil and Steven Universe. I've only watched Disney, that's the only thing. I like American cartoon, Western animation. Sometimes I watch cartoon if they're influence OG Teen Titans. Example, OG Teen Titans. Avatar The Last Airbender. Yeah, Avatar was a good one. But like Martin was saying, I've seen stuff like Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, but yeah, I wouldn't classify that as any kind of anime. My favorite cartoon is SpongeBob. Alright. But that's also a cartoon, right? Yeah, it's not classified as an anime. But there you go, then we have some cartoon, at least, in here. I'm thinking of right now, when, say, private funk kick off countdown, and then also we want to say, where are we at here? Protocol modal view delegate. And then countdown finished, or finished countdown is the function to be implemented. And in here, what we will do is say, can we say scheduled? Do we need foundation in here for that? No, we have foundation. UIKit imports foundation. So where is our timer, schedule timer or like that? If we assign it somewhere, I wonder if this is scheduled time of interval 1 second, repeats true, block, and then we have this one, and then we say, we could even say private var timer is timer, and private var countdown in seconds is 5. And here we can say time in sec label. We didn't specify how large the fonts are. Time in sec label font. Actually, let's say text first, and then we have string describing. We learned that. Countdown in seconds. God damn it. Time in sec label font. Font size. What do we have? Humongous. It's 150. I think that's good. I like that I called it humongous. It's funny. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. That's an anime. You watched Yu-Gi-Oh. That is an anime. Alright, now system font of size like that. And Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know which season you watched, but the first season was actually pretty good. I liked it too. But probably you have seen the later season if I just assume you are younger than me, and I watched it when I was, how old was I? About 10 or something. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day on Cartoon Network. I see. Yeah, I don't know where it was running here in America. Timer in. But I liked the... Zola, stop stealing from Toki. Stop it. No. No. Alright, she's coming back. Got you. This is the other dog. This is Zola. Zola. Look at her. Look at you, little cutie. You little cutie. Such a troublemaker. She's so full of energy. Okay. Stop stealing. She always steals water. Stop it! No! Card Captor Sakura, that's a good one. I haven't. And if the question is to Michaela, then that's to her. I watched the one from 2000, just looked it up, also watched it on Cartoon Network. Then I think it's the one, the first season. That's nice. You've probably seen more animes than you know, because back in the days they would just run on probably Cartoon Network, amongst others. So we have time in sec label. Oh, we have it already there. We didn't specify the font here, but what we can do here as well is say system bold. Bold system font like that. Now, let's see. Let's assign the timer globally and say if time countdown in sec equals 0, then we want to invalidate the timer. Timer invalidate. Obviously we have to have self in here. We want to invalidate it, and I wonder we have that. Else we want to say countdown in sec is decreased by 1, and also on the main thread we want to say time in sec label text is equal to countdown in sec, like that. Not only invalidate, but also say the delegate. So we want to have a public delegate here. Var delegate is, one sec, this is Modal VC will be a part of, so this has to be weak. Modal view delegate, it's not modal view, so Modal VC actually optional, like this. And then we have to also say class, so we can actually wipe this error. And here also again self everywhere. That kickoff countdown So if let delegate is given, then we want to say delegate finished countdown, right? Or we can say gordlet, and then let us know that we didn't assign a delegate, and then we say that. So what we could do is warning, no delegate assigned. Good tutorial. Can you make video about push notifications with WebSockets? I don't know actually. It's very unlikely. It's very unlikely because it's something specific and I cannot see a side project of me where I would need that. And I only plan right now to do live streams on my side projects. Because that's the only time I can find where I can do two things at once. First, continue working on side projects and still be active on YouTube, which I want to continue. And I would rather do that than working on something else. Like if I only do content for YouTube, I'm not working on side projects, and then I won't find time for side projects because it's used up already for YouTube. So I'd rather have the both connected. Martin, you guys have so many dogs. That's actually from our roommate. We have only Toki and Kato. Let's see if that one works, because when the view loads, we want to set it up, but when the view did appear, whoops, I forgot about this one. Excuse me. Did appear, we want to kick off countdown. And the first thing is it will be kicked off. So it shows 5, counts it down to, it shows 5 and counts it down to, so let's say it's 6. Here we can say it's, here we can say it's 5. Or actually -1. Because I know else it will show 6 for a fraction of a second and then it will show 5. And I don't want this 6 to 5 thing to happen. Now let's see, we have that. Let's see if we can use it. I don't know. Let's go to running workout VC, and here we want to have stop workout button, private let modal child VC, like that. So we have it initiated, and here we want to set it up somewhere. So we want to set it up, let's say here, private func setup. Wait a second, what are we setting up? Not really anything, are we? No. All we do is, if it's the first one, then you want to say add child, and then it's the, you know, the modal child DC. You want to add it. We don't care about this one anymore. But also you want to say modal child delegate. We are the delegate, which we aren't yet. Extension running workout VC modal VC delegate, and then we have to implement one function by that protocol, which is it finished. And when it finished, the countdown, we want to kick off our exercise or start our current exercise. This is what happens when it finishes. If it didn't, oh, and also we want to remove the child. So basically, modal remove from parent, modal child remove from parent, BC. That's that. Let's see if it works. I don't know. We coded like half an hour and let's just put it to a test. Running. 10 seconds. Let's start it. I don't see anything. Does it start after 5 seconds at least? No. Nothing happens. So, what is happening? I'm sure this is executed. Let's stop it. Why can't I stop it? Am I not calling all them functions? Set up view, set up modal view. So at least this should be black. The background should be black. Set up view, that is set up. Sometimes I just forget about setting up the rest of the view, but it's fine. So add child. Add child view. Yeah, we are adding view. Ha, 1 sec. This is wrong, but now it's fixed. This is all right. This is the VC, and we certainly are going in there, aren't we? Right? Let's run again. Hey Martin, how do you choose iOS Dev and Swift? How did you choose? How did I choose it? I always wanted to develop apps, and I always was a fan of Apple, the iPhone, because of its reliability. And so it came natural to me that I want to develop apps for iOS. However, there was like a conflict because I really didn't like Objective-C. And so I was like, I want it so bad, but also I don't like Objective-C. And I was like, okay, 2014, I was kind of on the fence to really just start Objective-C, and then they just announced Swift, and it was over. For me, it was clear from then. Love at the first sight. Okay, so we're adding the child. Whatever. Current exercise point goes to 1. And then we're reloading it. But we don't see... Okay, maybe we are missing something. Let's check. Whatever, spinner, view load. How does this one know? Move to add child. Child VC did move to parent. It's not self. God damn it. Or is it? It is self. Yes, it is self. So we're letting it know. Oh, I'm using child add child. God damn it. I should use just add. That's so confusing. There we go. 2, 1, bam! And then it starts. Kind of. I mean, it works, but it's nice too. It's just not styled yet. But it does work. So it's nice that we can start the workout. The first thing we see is that one. Kind of. And once it hits 0, let's stop this. Let's make it a little bit more beautiful. Let's go to our Modal child PC right there and see. We want everybody to be centered. So like text alignment center, time in sec alignment center. That and time in sec text color is going to be red, but custom red. So we have that. We might want this one to be title, label, font to be bold, system font of whatever the, let's say font size is small. 17 I think is standard anyway. Simply because I like to learn Japanese by watching. Maybe what's the definition of anime? Maybe it's the subtitles. Do you like to watch anime in dub or sub? I like both. So we just watched Death Note in English dub. I feel like I don't mind at all if it's dubbed. It doesn't really ruin for me the anime experience. If anything, it might even make it more enjoyable or enjoyable in a different way, because then, you know, when I'm reading subtitles, obviously you're switching between reading and then quickly seeing the scene. But while you're reading, the time you're reading, no matter how much time you spend on reading, whether you're quick or slow, you are not looking at the scene, right? And so you're getting less of the scene that you were supposed to see, or that the director or whatever imagined you to see, and with that create some kind of feeling. You must miss out in a certain way on that. However, it adds the Japanese like voiceover plus your language and sub gives a different feeling to the anime in a whole, and maybe this one balances it out and gives you like this anime vibe, which is pretty cool. I mean, I like both, but I see people that don't really like dub at all. They think and I don't care. Some people would say you're not an anime fan if you watch anime with dub. I don't care. I don't care about other people's definition of an anime fan. I'm a fan of animes and I like them dub or sub, and if there's dub in my language, I would just pick that over sub. It just makes it easier. There's one less friction for me to enjoy the anime, because I don't have to implement more work. I can just listen to it. Right now I'm rewatching Digimon. Actually, I rewatched the first whole season, and now I'm in the second season, episode 30 something. And every time I'm on the treadmill for 20 minutes, I'm just watching one episode, because it's about 18 minutes, 19 minutes. So it's perfect, and it's in German dub. So I can just watch it and hear it, and while I'm running, I'm not struggling reading the subs, which I have had the issues with when I watched the first episode of Digimon Adventure Reboot, or 2020, because that's right now only with sub and that's English, and I was running on a treadmill, I was trying to read at the same time in English while watching the anime in Japanese, while running and hopping like up and down. So there you go. Sound seems good though. Check the live stream. The video is cutting up a little for me, and briefly said live stream offline. Oh no! Let me go off the Wi-Fi for at least my phone. Let's check. I hope it's getting better. Oh yeah, let's add a little bit of spacing up there. Title, label, top, constant, 15. Let's rerun. Also, what we could do is, instead of dedicate finish countdown, we just, just not do that. So it stays, right? So we're not telling our other view controller to remove it. This one stays quite long on 5 seconds. I wonder why this is. Maybe because we set 6 here. This one would say 4 right now. Nope. Rerun. Let's get some water. Start. Workout starts in. That's better. If it's 0, I don't want it. Actually, if it's 1. I wonder. What? -1? What the frick? No. Oh no, is it running in the back? Is running in a background thread, is it? No, it doesn't. No, it's not. Oh, we need a return here. We don't want to go in here for the final thing. Continue, I mean. Okay, it says 0. What I obviously don't like is that we have a split second of the other one, which is fine. We can work around that. Okay, let's see. What we can do is the running workout VC, that one on view did appear, kick off next exercise. This one should actually we could actually remove all of that. Current exercise view. Oh, but we're setting it. I think that's fine if we are not doing that, because we can do on view did load set up view right here, do that, or even at the end of it, like here. So before we see the view, we should see the should be adding the view child view controller. So all we see is actually that, and then it starts 2, 1, go. But why is it removing it like that? And then it's done. Okay, it's already better, but I like to have it animated. So I wonder if it's animatable. Let's see. We have this right here. Oh, where is it? This one. Down here it says remove from superview. Let's read the docs. If the view superview is not nil, the superview release is the view. Calling this method removes any constraints that refers to it. Never calls this method from inside your view's draw method. Alright. No. I wonder if you can do. Oh, first of all, the indentions are wrong. UI view animate 1/3 and then animate the removal. Not sure if this will work. Oh yeah, we need an explicit self here. Start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Doesn't. I think that's fine. Let's keep it like that. And let's fix a little bit the background. So let's say private let transparent background. What if the layers, wait a second, what if the views layer is transparent? That should not affect the, I'm trying to think right now, you know, I'm adding all the views to this view. If I just say view opacity, or is opaque, it will know the difference whether this view is opaque. Layer, car animation layer used for rendering. Opacity. I wonder, property provides a hint to the drawing system as to how it should treat the view. If set to true, the drawing system treats the view as fully opaque, which allows the drawing system to optimize some drawing operations and improve performance. If set to false, the drawing system composites the view normally with other content. Okay, the default value of this property is true. An opaque view is expected to fill its bounds with entirely opaque content. That is, the content should have an alpha value of 1.0. Okay, yes. If the view is opaque and either does not fill its bounds or contains wholly or partially transparent content, the results are unpredictable. You should always set the value of this property to false if the view is fully or partially transparent. If the view is fully or partially transparent, which is the is it the case though? Not for that one. I mean, now it's the case. It's not transparent. It's transparent. There's no background. Let's say we are adding private let background view. Let's see how that one plays out. Set up background view. Private func like that. View add subview background view, which means it's added before we add the modal view on top of it. Since if we run it now, this should be transparent. We should just see the modal view displayed. Hey Scooter, what's up? See, we only see that. And it also runs this one for some reason. I don't like that. Why would it do it? Huh, interesting. We only have one thing, but it runs it. Oh yeah, it runs it because we're kicking it off. We don't need to kick it off. Running workout. We don't need to kick it off because it's kicked off. So this one is not needed anymore since this one takes care of kicking it off. Kick off next exercise, which is fine. Alrighty. Back into here. Background view. We can see it was transparent, right? However, if the whole background view is opaque false, because it is not opaque, it's transparent, fully transparent. Background view translates defaults. Let's also move that one down there. And let's just have it to the fullest. So top anchor constraints to views top anchor. Leading background view constraints to view leading anchor. We can close that one. Let trailing actually bottom to the view's bottom anchor, and then only trailing is missing. Background view trailing anchor constraints to views trailing anchor. Now top, leading, bottom, and trailing. We say it's opaque, and we say background view, let's say layer opacity is 0.66. Background view, background color, so it's UI color, black, CG color. I wonder if this is also a set. It's only a get. What do we have here? Color space converted to copy alpha. Creates a copy of an existing color, substituting a new alpha value. Now that's awesome. This copy function I'm used to actually in Scala for copying the whole, you know, shouldn't that one returns a CG color. Cannot assign a value of CG color to UI color. Oh, whoops. Background view layer, background color. Let's go like this. Let's see if that's necessary. I don't know, but okay. Let's see if we have the whole view being transparently black. That's what we are aiming for. Start. It is transparent black. That's awesome. Okay, see it? We cannot even click on anything. Then it stops, and then we're landing here. And then we have some issues. The fitness app current exercise view. Current exercise response. Missing current exercise response. Interesting. Okay, so we don't need that. We can go to work, running workout VC. Back in here. Now, when we are setting up all of that, and we say start exercise, we're not setting it. Are we? Because we're saying, yeah, we're saying start exercise instead of kickoff. Which we actually want to do is kick off next exercise. And that one should start the exercise. So that's what should actually happen. Let's see. Let's see if we implemented a workout starts in 3, 2, 1, 10 skips. Awesome, that works. Have you ever used the storyboard? Yes. The first time I developed an app that I published in the App Store, I used storyboard. Did I use it? Did I use it completely to the end? Did I use it in that? I don't know about. So when I learned iOS development, I used Storyboard, and then while I watched the tutorial, and then once I finished the tutorial, I threw away the whole project. It was just in the midst of it. It was this Neuralasic project. I threw away the whole project and started again. I think I used the storyboard for that app. It was just a list of hashtags. You could add new hashtags, remove hashtags, and basically copy and paste them to Instagram, so you have all your hashtags in one place. And that was it. After that, I right away got into programmatic UI and never looked back, because I just prefer it that way. And Swift UI is nothing else. I mean, you have now two things combined. Every code you write is equal to every view you can put in. It gives you more flexibility and more, I think, a deeper understanding of how views are working. I'm currently used Storyboard. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there are even combined methods to use Storyboard as a skeleton. I think it's just a question of preference even. You are totally good with Storyboard to a certain point. At some point, sometimes you have issues working with multiple layers on top of each other, so you have to probably refer to your list on the left to work. I'm not even sure about that. I have never worked so deeply with Storyboard, so I don't know where. I know that there are limits and you will have to go into programmatic UI, which to me sounds like in the end you have both. And if you have both, it's kind of a mixture, and I like to have it just straight one way, so I know, okay, I don't have to switch my thinking, oh, for this one, okay, it's on Storyboard, I have to adjust it here, set the properties there on the, builder or whatnot, the interface. Oh, for this view, I have to go into code, do it there. I prefer it just like, okay, it's all code, always the same way, it works. Do we want to increase the size a little for the modal? I think we want to. Modal VC, and the font size for this one, not small, but medium. Let's see how it looks like. So start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What we could do is we can say if it's 1 instead, because then it feels like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5 seconds. Stop, confirm, done. Let's push this. Git status, so much code. Yeah, git add, git commit, and then added sound manager for each added sound, just added sound, added workout starting start delay, modal of 5 seconds, and what else? We also added something. What was it? We did the modal, we did the sound, and oh yeah, fix bug. Just like that. And what we can do is now we can say countdown for workout starts, done. Look at that. One more ticket left. One more ticket finished. I think we can call it a day. And thank you so much everybody for joining the live stream. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Hey, you can say hey.
What's up?
What's up,
everybody? Did you guys
everybody?
hear that I almost lost my dog?
You never almost lost your dog.
Yeah, I was freaking the fuck up. I ran out into the street, and then I ran to the back, and then I was like screaming in the house, and I was like,
when I heard you,
he's not coming. And then
yes.
I was gonna like start crying, and then I was gonna call the police.
No. He was all fine up here. Is there a reason to use iTerm instead of the regular terminal? I just prefer the flexibility of it being able to, pull it into my view. It has more features as compared to terminal. That's the only reason. Michaela says, Susie, hey.
Hi, Michaela. Hey, I think your prize is coming soon. The tracking updated.
You're small.
I'm gonna show you.
You're short. Look how short she is. She's so short.
He didn't give Toki any food or water.
Yeah, Zoldy stole all the water.
So why didn't you refill his water?
I thought there was still some water. Now she grabs mine. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day, evening, or good morning. Happy to see that you enjoyed the live stream. And see you in the next one. See you on Instagram. Stay safe, everybody. Don't touch your face.